Is that a sheesh? Or who is that? I'm like, which all these top badges changing their names, you know? I don't know. So you guys make sure you hit each other with the favorites. All of the gifters come up here, hit them with the favorite. It's Keisha. Oh, okay. I'm like, is that a like? Sorry, I couldn't quite see the picture. If you know me better, you'll understand. Like, you know, most people know I do wear, in fact, glasses. You know, Anyways, long story short, let's move on. All right. So tonight we're doing a little beagle trivia. Little beagle. All right. What animal was the beagle originally bred to hunt? Was it a duck? Was it a hare? Was it a pheasant or a fox? I'm assuming everybody knows what a beagle is, but maybe you don't. So let's find out. Is it the duck? Nope. Is it a fox? No. Is it the pheasant? No. Wow. It was, guess what? It's hare. Hare, hare. Prior to the 19th century, hunting was an all-day affair where the enjoyment was derived from the chase rather than the kill, right? Beagles are scent hounds. That means they like to sniff things like bunnies and hares, you know? And they were developed primarily for hunting hare in this setting, an activity known as beagling. It was called beagling. Because of their excellent scent tracking skills and stamina, beagles were almost guaranteed to catch the hare eventually. But unlike other harriers, they did not finish the hunt too quickly. So I know that you've all heard not everybody's seen like the Shawshank Redemption or something like this, but you know, there's lots of country music songs about beagles tracking things, right? That's how they became known to be the beagle, you know? What is the color? What color is the tip of a beagle's tail? What color is the tip of a beagle's tail? Is it orange? Is it brown? Is it black? Or is it white? What color is the tip of a beagle's tail? And, you know, somebody would be helpful if I was sent to blast. You know, right? I should have done that. Oopsie. There, that's it. I did it finally. I see white. How did Cat's Roar know that? It's like she's a beagle expert, this woman. The white tip, known as the flag, hi John, was bred for selectively selective, as the tail remains easily seen when the dog's head is following a scent. So like the dog is like this, their tail is like this, it's easy to see as a hunter. What does the word beagle mean though? Does it mean to scold? Does it mean open throat? Does it mean to bellow? Or does it mean all of the above? What do you think thank you, John. Welcome in, everybody. Do you think it means to scold people? No. All of the above? How did anyone's wife know this? She's so smart. Although the origin of the word beagle is uncertain, it has been suggested that it might derive from the French word beguler, meaning open throat, or the French word bugler, meaning to bellow, or the German word bigele, meaning to scold. They all would make perfect sense as the beagle is known for its very distinctive voice. Yeah, I know. Now you're like, wow, we're getting into whole language history. Yes, we are. You're welcome. Okay. What dog was the beagle bred from? Was it bred from a Talbot hound? Was it the North Country beagle? Was it the Southern hound, or was it all of the above? Mm-hmm. We got lots of hounds. I'm going to go with the Talbot hound. That's a no. All of the above? I feel like she's got the 411 on all my answers. The modern breed was developed in Great Britain around the 1830s from several different dog breeds, okay? And that included the Talbot Hound, the North Country Beagle, and the Southern Hound, and possibly the Harrier. Yes, thank you for the gifts. Which British monarch kept a precursor to the modern Beagle in their pocket? In their pocket. Was it the Elizabeth I? Was it Richard I? Was it William I or Henry VIII? I know you all have heard the song Henry VIII. M-I-M. Elizabeth? Wow, Fred. Queen Elizabeth I kept a breed known as a pocket beagle. Yeah, which stood only 8 to 9 inches. And that's for you all who go in centimeters, that's 20 to 23 centimeters at the shoulder. Small enough to fit in a pocket or a saddlebag. They rode along on the hunt, these little baby pocket beagles. The larger hound would run to the prey to the ground. Then the hunters would release the small dogs to continue the chase through the underbrush. Thank you, nobody. Welcome in, everybody. All right. How many scent receptors does a beagle have? How many scent receptors does a beagle have? Is it 20 million? Is it 2 million? Is it 220 million? Is it 120 million? How many scent receptors? I see a lot of you with 2. Big Top Badge Hoops in here too. Hello, Top Badge of the Week Hoops. If you don't know Hoops, he also has a featured show here on the platform. Make sure you hit him with the favorite. Okay. Is it 20 million? No. That leaves 220 million or 120 million. I know, that's a lot of scent receptors. Am I right? Let's go bigger. 120? Should gone all in. Go all in. It's 220 million. I know. Tickles. Unlike humans who have only 5 million. You know that. Look at your nose, everybody, right now. This thing. I have a very large nose. It's very large, right? I only have 5 million scent receptors. You too. Okay, but beagles the dogs have about 220 million. Like, think about the difference between how many scent receptors you have and how many the beagles have. They have 220 million. Yeah, because of this, beagles are commonly used in security and law enforcement to track prohibited or illegal materials at crime scenes and in airports. Yeah, this is why they're known. I've got a nose like a bloodhound or a beagle, right? You've heard that saying. Thank you, Free Soul. All right. What larger dog does the beagle most closely resemble? Okay. Is it a greyhound? Is it a foxhound? Is it the basset hound? Or is it the bloodhound? What larger dog does the beagle closely resemble? What do you think? I'm going to go with bloodhound. Basset hound? No. Bloodhound? No. Geez, we're both wrong. It's either greyhound or foxhound. Greyhound? Ah, it's a foxhound. I know. We did it, though. We got there eventually. Thank you, Cats, for the spotlights. Welcome in, everybody. The general appearance of the beagle resembles a miniature foxhound, but the head is broader and the muzzle shorter. The expression is completely different on the face, and the legs are shorter in proportion to the body. But that's that. All right, this is the last question for pet trivia for tonight. And you know we were specializing in the beagles today, right? And then I'm going to have my special guest, Chaos Creature, come in. This is our last question. Thank you, Cats. Thank you, Fred. Which fictional dog is a beagle? Which fictional dog is a beagle? Is it Scooby-Doo? Is it Snoopy? Or is it Droopy Dog? Which one is? I see some cats very much in the Snoopy. Oh my God. You guys knew this for sure. Snoopy is an anthropomorphic beagle in the comic strip Peanuts by Charles M. Schultz. He is a loyal, imaginative, good natured, and prone to imagining fantasy lives, including being an author, a college student known as Joe Cool, an attorney, and a British World War One flying ace. One of the most recognizable and iconic characters in comic strips worldwide is Snoopy. Snoopy is considered more famous than his owner, Charlie Brown, in some countries. Hmm. Are you guys a Snoopy fan or Charlie Brown? That's interesting. I think I would have gone with the Snoopy myself, so there's that. All right, Chaos Creature, please request the box. I want everybody to meet you and your pet. I can't wait. If you're just coming into Meow and Me, welcome in. We're going into our second part of our show tonight, and that's the part where we bring in the live animals, both human and pet. So here we go.
What?
Chaos Creature, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm very excited that to have you here on the show tonight. And who do you have as a pet? Like, what kind of pet do you have, and what's its name?
So I have a dog named his name is Jackson, and
Jack.
he's a rat terrier pit bull mix.
Oh, what? Rat Terrier Pit Bull. Can we see him?
Let me see if he's awake.
Okay.
Jackson.
I know, right? Oh, it's an interesting caress. He's got maybe he'll caress the puppy.
Jax. He might be asleep.
He might be asleep. Oh, that's good though.
He likes to sleep in my mom's room.
He does. Okay. How long have you had him for?
About 2 years.
2 years. And where did you get him and why did you get him?
So I had seen an ad on Facebook groups and stuff like that, and this lady said that she was just getting rid of him. She couldn't, she didn't have a way to take care of him. So I was like, she had listed it as a rat terrier chihuahua. So I was thinking, little dog, it's gonna be great. And I went and got him, and yeah, and as he got older, he got a lot bigger.
Oh, how big is he now?
About 30 to 40 pounds.
Oh, so he went from like a tiny little dog to a pretty like medium sized to large sized dog, right?
Hmm.
Oh, wow.
And he's an absolute champ because he doesn't like to bark.
He doesn't bark ever?
Nope.
Wow. Okay.
So even if
So
somebody,
how do you deal with him like if he's you know what I mean? Like if he doesn't bark, like what does he like crawl up into your bed? Like how do you know he's around?
oh, he'll climb up here. He puts his paws up in here, and there's times that he'll like sniff me dead square in the face, and like when I'm passed out sleeping, he'll be like, "Meow." And so when you wake up, your eyes open, and there's a muzzle right there, and you're like, ah, get away.
So you saying he gives you kisses in the middle of the night?
No, oh no. He just likes to look at you, dead square in the face. And
Wow.
he's one of the strangest dogs I've ever owned because he doesn't sit normal.
No. Where how does he sit?
He sits directly square on his butt. not on his haunches, but on his butt. So his back legs will be sticking out from behind him.
like a human being.
Yeah. And when he lays down on the floor, he, you know, sprawls all the way out like in a frog position.
Does he? What is his favorite thing to do with you?
Uh, he likes to try to play chase around and everything. Like as soon as he comes in from being outside, he'll sprint around the house and try to antagonize me into chasing him.
Oh, like okay, so he wants to play like hide and seek. Thank you, Rhonda.
Kind of. It's
I
like
mean,
I have a tug of war toy that I usually break out, and he'll actually, you know, leap off the ground to try to, you know, get it from your hands. So if you, you know,
oh,
pull it up in the air, he'll bang and bounce to try to get it.
listen, I like doing games as well with my cats. So like one of the things Chuck Norris and Bika like to do is play like hide and seek around the house, and they like to
Mhm.
run from room to room. So like do you take Jackson to the dog park, or where do you like to take him? Like, or does he like to prefer like to play outside? What do you have to do? Do you have to take him on like on walking schedule? Like, how does that look for you?
I usually take him on a just a quick walk around the block if he's got too much energy. Otherwise, I have a rope set up to where I can set him up outside and, you know, just hook him on the inside, open the front door so he can go out and go to the bathroom, roam around. And even, you know, my neighbors who live like her front door is like 5 feet from mine. But so there's times she's come out and she's like, oh, he's right here.
See, so he's like a neighborhood friend to other people in the neighborhood.
Hmm.
Oh, that's sweet.
But he
I
also
mean,
definitely likes to try to jump on people. That's the way of him getting attention.
how do you get him to not jump on people?
You usually got to just grab him by the collar and be like, "No, sit down,"
No, sit.
because he's got energy for days.
I wish I had energy for days. You know what I mean? Like, I need like half that energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I
Oh,
was taking it.
but yeah, when I
What
first initially got him, I got him for myself and my two boys because they wanted a dog, and so that's why I figured, you know, that the smaller size would be good for them. But so I have a picture of my youngest, who at that time was 5. He was walking Jackson as a puppy, and Jackson just walking right in tow with him, just like "Whoop."
Oh, that's so sweet. I mean, now you said you let them play with your kids, right? Or Jackson, do they get along
Mhm.
well? Does he do well with the kids? Like, what's the kids' relationship with the dog?
Oh, they love him.
Do they
It's, you know, hmm?
do they sleep with him at night, or how does that look for you?
Well, actually, my kids now live in a different state, so
Okay,
that's
gotcha.
a whole different story. But oh, and what's my dog's favorite treat? Anything that he can, that's food that he can put in his mouth.
Oh,
He's a straight up mooch. If you have anything to eat, he'll be sitting there just staring at you like there's only one thing I've found that he won't touch.
what?
Pickles. He doesn't like pickles.
Oh man, I love pickles. Like, so when you eat, you have to go to a different room to get you to eat. Otherwise, he's trying to eat your food.
Oh, he'll stare at you until he gets a bite.
If you give him a
Once,
bite, does he go away?
no, most definitely not. So I usually give him like the last bite or whatever I'm eating, just to satiate him. That I'm like going, it's all gone, buddy. Then he runs off and tries to go get stuff from my mom.
Oh, fair. He wants all the treats from everyone.
Right? Let me see if he's awake. Jax.
You guys are just coming into Meow and Me. Welcome in. This is a featured pet show here on the platform. Chaos Creature is telling us about his dog, Jackson. And this is Jackson here. Oh, let's make him big, super big, so we can all get a really good look at him. Look at him. There he is. He's a 2-year-old mixed breed dog that Chaos kind of rescued him off of Facebook Marketplace, it sounds like.
The claws, buddy. The claws.
He was supposed
Ouch.
to be a little tiny dog, but he's bigger than I even imagined, Chaos.
He's still small enough that I can pick him up.
Yeah, I definitely, I guess I was even picturing him a little bit tinier, but he's quite a bit bigger than I thought.
Oh my god. Okay, he's decided that he's going to
Let's
be.
see his, like, does he, oh, I was gonna see, can we see his, like, coat? Like, he's beautiful. He's got this beautiful, like, mixed, like, what is that color? Caramel? Oh, hi, beautiful baby. Hello, Jackson.
What are you looking at for?
Oh, he's
He's on.
adorable.
He's on a show.
Yeah, he's so adorable, right? Oh, hello, baby. Oh, look at him, how much he loves you. He just loves you so much. He's the
He,
fancy
he's
baby.
he's my yeah. He's my mangy dog. Ow! Now he's rolling around on me.
Mm-hmm. Now you're gonna be here together. That's what you get.
What's his
You
favorite
need
game
to
to
go.
play with you?
Uh-oh.
Come on, Jackson, let's go night night.
Oh, there. Ow.
Jackson, night night.
There we go.
Night night.
As soon as he heard that, he was like, "Oh, I'm gone."
Yeah, he was like, I'm out of here.
Go on, go get mom.
What's it? Does he shed a lot?
Nope, he doesn't really shed at all.
Oh wow, that's nice. Do you have to even take him out to, like, to the groomers or anything, or does he pretty much stay, like, good to go?
He pretty much stays good to go. The only time I take him to the groomers is I don't trust myself in clipping his toenails, so I usually take him and have them professionally done. Clipped and rounded and oh no
Yeah,
he
it's always hard to clip dog's nails. I think that a lot of people can relate to that, and they probably take their dogs out to the groomers for that as well. He's chilling, right?
mm-hmm.
Does he usually sleep, like, right by you like this?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
I'm a bit of a night owl, so I'm always getting up and going to the bathroom or going to get something to drink, and so he usually just passes out with my mom.
Aw. So he's a snuggler then.
Oh, he's a bed hog.
Okay.
Oh yeah, from when he was a puppy, he'll like would extend his legs out and purposely try to kick you and move you off to the side so he can have the big portion.
I I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Like, I feel I do the same thing, creature, so I understand that life, trying to get as much of the space when I'm sleeping. What's your favorite memory of you two together so far? Like, what's your favorite story?
Um, well, his nickname for a little bit there was me and my ex. We jokingly called him Chupacabra
Oh, okay. Why?
because every toy or whatever I got for him, he would demolish in like 5 minutes flat.
Oh, wow. So he like really chewed things up.
Oh yeah, it's like if you go to Walmart, they have those tough toys or whatever.
Mhm.
I spent, 17 bucks, bought him one of those, and I figured it would last a little while. Mind you, this is when he was still very young, but it was one of those, pigs, and he chewed off the ears and the nose and its legs within 5 minutes.
Oh, wow. So the tough toy wasn't so tough. It's $17 is a lot of money for it not to work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the only thing I've noticed that seems to last him for a while is the bully make box.
What's
They
that?
so it's a subscription box that you can get, and usually has two toys in it, and they're like either hard plastic or like super hard rubber. And for him, it took him months before he put a dent in the snowman one he got. He would sit there and just gnaw on it all day long, and I was like, it's actually surviving. And it survived about 7 months before it would start falling apart.
And they're called the bully box.
Yep,
Okay.
bully
Where did
make.
bully mate?
Make, make.
Bully make. Where did you get it at?
I got them online.
Okay, gotcha.
I,
On the
I
internet.
seen it. I seen an ad for it, and I was like, I've got the money. Might as well drop 30 bucks on it because he's going through every other toy, and plus they also send you organic treats and everything like that, and so it's worthwhile, especially if you have a dog like him that goes through everything.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you spent $17 on a toy and it didn't even last for a second, that makes sense, right? I think
Oh
that's why
yeah,
I was asking. 'Cause I do know we have some dog owners that come every week and probably deal with the same thing. You know what I mean? Like you get a dog toy and you want it to last a little bit longer than just 2 days or something, especially for $17.
oh yeah, very much so.
How did you come up with the name Jackson?
Um, honestly, it was just I was thinking of like Andrew Jackson,
The
and I
president?
was like, yeah, and so I was like, so I ended up naming him that. But prior to that, the first name I tried calling him, but he didn't respond to it at all. Was if you remember Smokey and the Bandit, I name him Fred.
Fred. We
Yeah,
have a Fred here, but we
just like Snowman's dog,
Mhm.
but he just did. And I'm a firm that uh your pets will pick their own name. So basically, like, if you start calling them something and they're not responding, switch it up, try to find something else, and whenever you get that reaction, that's their name.
That makes a lot of sense. That makes like it kind of narrows it down a little bit, right? Like just like kind of goes with it. Does your dog like the cold weather or warm weather?
Um, one, he just doesn't. That's his thing. He doesn't like getting wet.
Say
But
that
yeah,
again. That you broke up, unfortunately, creature. Can you say it again? Uh-oh. You may have lost signal. If you're just coming into Meow and Me, welcome in. This is our part of our show where we have our special guest on with their pet. This is Chaos Creature and his dog Jackson. He's just coming back, I think, online a little bit. He's got a little lag. He's trying to work through in the moment. Um, and we were talking about his 2-year-old dog, and there he is. I think he's back now. Are you back now, Creature?
yeah.
Okay, got you.
Is
Now,
everything better?
yeah, it's better. So to answer the question one more time, does your dog like the cold weather or the warm weather better?
It doesn't really matter to him either way. He just doesn't like rain.
Oh, so he's
He
what
doesn't
does
he
he do
doesn't
with the rain
he just doesn't like getting wet.
at all?
Nope.
Wow, mine does like rain. Huh? Yeah, I mean, most dogs do seem to like water, right? So your dog is like the opposite. How do you lure him in to get a bath or a shower or anything? Like, you have to use like treats? Like, how do you get him in there? Or don't you? Or do you just take him in the yard and spray him with the hose? Like, how does that go?
Pretty much just spray him with the hose outside
Well, he runs away.
because trying to get him in the shower. Oh no, 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 no.
Right. Yeah, I know I've heard of people like putting peanut butter on the side of their shower, and then the dog like lures in to lick the peanut butter off of the shower, things so they'll stay in there while they can get stuff. But that's why I was like, do you take him outside? I mean, I can see him that. Get him in the beach, right? Like he won't go in the water, I don't think. Mm,
I don't know. I haven't tried it yet.
interesting. I like Yeah, good luck. Good luck. I know I've never heard of a dog who doesn't like water. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy.
Right.
Like, most dogs usually do like water. Um, what have you learned about yourself since becoming a pet owner?
That I prefer animals than more than people.
Well, I mean, honestly, a lot of people say that too, creature. Like, and I had 2 cats, so like, I love my cats. I don't love them more than my kids or people, but I understand what you're saying. I think a lot of pet owners can say that they love their pets very much and the love that they get from them. Um, do you think Jackson can tell like when you're happy or sad or what you're feeling?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Or if I'm having like a medical issue, he's like right there.
What are some of the things that he does to help you?
Um, well, when he goofs around, he makes me laugh and everything, and it seems to kind of like relieve some of the stress and everything. So it's more of like comic relief.
So he like sees that you're maybe feeling a little sad or down and tries to kind of cheer you up, and I like that a lot.
To where he'll like drop and slap his front paws on the ground and try to like engage in like a chasing game. He'll be sitting there like, yeah, yeah. Nah.
I like it when I like those kind of games with our pets, you know. They always are the most fun. With our last couple minutes together, Creature, tell us about you a little bit. When do you stream here on the platform? Where can people hit you up or find you? Like, how do they find you or whatever? Tell us a little bit about you.
So you can find me on Instagram underneath the same name. Oh, look at that big fluffy kitty.
This is Binka. This is one of my two cats, and he's the lover. Can you tell he's the lover?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, that's the spot.
Yeah, he loves to be snuggled, you guys. He's 7 years old. Yeah. He's not a young kitty anymore. He's a big fluffy baby. And you can see that he's very fluffy. He's a mutt mayor. Like, he's a rescue cat from the Humane Society. I've had him since he was literally a little baby kitty. Like since he was 4 weeks old. He used to get bottle fed like by a teardropper, you know. So his
Oh,
mommy
wow.
and the rest of his family passed away, so he was just like the size of maybe his paw. And he thinks he's a human being because he doesn't know cat life, you know.
Mm.
But tell us about you, Chaos.
So I don't stream as much as I should. I mean, it's very sporadic when I do get on here and stream, but you'll usually find me lurking around in a bunch of people's different streams, and I just kind of bounce around to everywhere, you know. And since we were talking about kitties, prior to having him, I had a 6 pound all white little fluff ball, and she was my pillow companion.
Oh, you're okay.
So I had a little white kitten. Well, I can't really call her a kitten because she's 15 years old now.
Oh, she's a grown dog. Yeah.
But if you look at her, you still think, oh, she's still a baby. And there's nothing wrong with her, and she's still acts completely normal. But I would like wake up in the morning and she'd be laying on my pillow right next to my head. And I'm like, oh, so that's why I stayed warm.
Yeah, they're like Binka sleeps with me for sure at night. All right, you guys. Well, Creature, this is the end of our time together. Y'all make sure you hit Creature with the favorite. When you see him around, say hello to him and Jackson, his dog. You know, Creature, thanks for being my special guest with your dog tonight.
And no problem, no problem. And Lily, to answer your question, when me and my ex split up, she took my cat with her.
Not her taking the cat.
I know, right?
No one could take Binka. Binka's my baby. Mm-mm. Never a day, right, Binka? Right. Yeah. Yeah. Binka stays with mommy. He doesn't even want to go anywhere else. Hmm. If I could, he would stay here. Like, I have to put him on top of my laptop here because he doesn't want to go anywhere. All right, Creature, I have to let you out. We got to get Cats Roar in here next. So thank you so much for being my guest.
Thank you. Oh,
Oh, sorry, Creature. Sorry. Cats Roar, please request the box. If you're just coming into Meow and Me, welcome in. That was Creature. Sorry, Creature. Welcome in, everyone. It's good to see you, Joe. Belt Top Badge, Bella Vita in the building, y'all, and stuff. Sid, hello. Hello, Shelby. Welcome in, everybody. Hello.
Hello, hello. Happy Monday.
Hi, Cats.
Can I add a little piece of not trivia, but interesting knowledge about beagles? It's kind of sad, but it is kind of interesting. Did you know that beagles are the most used animal or dog in animal testing?
What?
Yes, because of Beagle's very loyal demeanor to pet owners, they're often used in animal testing. And there are a lot of, I don't know if you've ever heard of the Beagle Freedom Project. They specifically pick up sometimes 10, 15, 20 beagles or more from labs, and then actually rescue them and kind of teach them to be dogs, and put them with fosters and adopt them out. So beagles are very smart, but also extremely loyal. That's also why they're good hunting dogs, because they tend to be very legal, you know, to their owners. So there's a lot of projects across the United States, I don't know about in other countries, where they save beagles. So kind of sad, but it does definitely speak to like their loyalness.
Right? I would imagine like, yeah, like it is kind of sad, you know, because they are a loyal dog breed, right? And they're so cute, right? Like, you know, not that all dogs aren't cute, but
Of course. But, you know, who wants to animal test on Snoopy? But like I said, an interesting fact, kind of sad, but interesting nonetheless.
yeah, it is. It is, right? Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So this is not a good segue, but one
Okay.
thing that's kind of interesting, we hear a lot in the news about wellness for you, wellness for me, whether it's eating right, taking supplements, exercising, all that fun stuff. But now I think due in part to that, there's a huge wellness culture that has come to the pet world. You know, whether you own a cat, a dog, a bird, an iguana, it really kind of goes across all different breeds and species of animals. Um, and so, you know, what they said, for example, you know, when you're looking at very common, maybe an ear infection for your cat, or, you know, allergies, something like that, that more and more people are opting for more what they view as healthier options to treat those things. So whether it's like using apple cider vinegar or different essential oils instead of like flea and tick medicines, but and not even vaccinating their pets, which, you know, there's been a lot of argument over, a lot of argument over in the human world. You know, are vaccinations harmful? Or are they not? But we know that a lot of our pets do get annual vaccinations. And there's just more talk and conversation, I guess you could say, and in some ways less people vaccinating their pets because of the fears that they have about those vaccinations.
Right. And you know, like I wonder like inside, yeah, absolutely. Tell us more. I'm interested in that.
So you know, one of the things that the article points out is that I think obviously people mean well. You know what I mean? So, you know, finding alternative medications or treatments for their pets, they certainly have good intentions, but in truth, a lot of veterinarians, excuse me, said that they might actually be endangering their pets.
Why is
So, you know, it's kind of a slippery slope. Um, you know, I mentioned supplements. So there's a lot of pet owners that are choosing supplements over traditional medications, or even with the food that they're feeding their pet. You know, there's a lot of raw diet, and that's not a new concept of people feeding their pets raw diets, but it's just becoming more prevalent. I think as the human wellness curve just continues to grow, and is certainly trickling over into the pet world. Raw diets can be good. I mean, of course, the best thing to do is to talk to your vet, because every animal is different. You know what I mean? You could have 10, we talked about beagles. There could be 10 beagle owners and their 10 beagles, but each of those beagles certainly have a unique health needs, nutritional needs, that kind of thing. So not necessarily saying it's bad, it's just something that's becoming more prevalent versus the over-the-counter type dog food. I'm just looking here. So of course that high demand, as sometimes we talk a lot of these trends also drives a huge market for different businesses. So you have a lot of companies that are catching on to this trend, and they're creating products, foods, supplements. And, you know, again, a lot of these products can be very enticing because they sound very good. But the warning again is to really check with your veterinarian to ensure that for your dog are these supplements or these products good, not just the masses of pets. Another thing that you'll notice on products is that sometimes it'll say vet created or science backed. Not much different than what we may see on with human products, where sometimes they feel if they put a stamp that says someone approved it, even if it's not an official entity, that will entice people who maybe aren't doing their homework. They just simply see that it's been approved by somebody who may or may not be certified or a professional in that area. And this also goes back to when we were talking a couple months ago about the FDA. A lot of these products are not really, don't have any oversight. So of the Food and Drug Administration that does specifically deal with animals, livestock, and everything from medications to those type of things. But a lot of that funding has been reduced. So there are a lot less eyes that are looking at products that are coming through for their approval. And those approvals are taking a lot longer. So, the alternative to that is to kind of put a false claim sometimes on a product saying that it was approved by someone, but not necessarily someone who might, I don't know, have the professional advice to do that.
Yeah, and I mean, so then it's kind of misleading in the marketing for the pet products, because you think you're going to go buy something, oh, this was veterinarian approved. Okay, so it's safe for my pet. And it may have supplements or fillers in it that are not healthy for your pet at all,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I do agree with you. I think that a lot of times, it is best to check with your vet. A simple phone call can save you a lot of time and effort down the road.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And, one of the things in closing in the story is that, it says that many veterinarians are partly paid based on how much revenue they bring in.
Oh.
So when you visit, and again, I'm not, the skeptical of everything, but I've had that experience where, I was told one time a dog that I had many years ago, who was like pure white, and was very itchy. And the vet tried to tell me that my dog had fleas, but couldn't show me any fleas on the dog. And then I tried to get the vet tech. I was like, can you show me some fleas here? They couldn't find any fleas, but he was trying to sell me 14 different products to treat fleas. Needless to say, he wasn't my dog's vet after that. But you have to be proactive and be smart when you're purchasing these types of items. And when in doubt, get a second opinion. But ultimately, there's just a lot of hype on the internet, especially, or on the news about wellness. Wellness is important, but just buyer beware.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, absolutely. Welcome in, everybody. We're doing cats in the news, or pets in the news.
Another kind of not interesting, but we've talked about different products that are available for your home, and you can buy everything from Louis Vuitton for your cat to Prada for your dog. But ultimately, I think any of us, when we're shopping for things, and it's wear and tear and buying things that are of quality. So this article interviewed a bunch of home decor. What do I want to say? Not home decorators. That's not the word I'm looking for. I'm losing my thought. Interior designers. That's the word I was looking for. As well as some veterinarians, and really try to look at making suggestions of fabrics and materials that are smart for your home if you have pets, and those to stay away from. Some of them we know from experience, unfortunately, what
Right?
may not work.
Pleather with dogs. We don't want pleather with dogs. It's a dangerous, right?
Agreed.
Yeah.
Between claws and paws and cuddles and laying down, there's always kind of an opportunity or a risk for your fabrics, and fabrics matter more than ever in a pet inclusive home. So some of the fabrics that they say to avoid if you have pets include, it says choose cut pile carpet over loop pile carpet for pets. Whether they have tiny paws or giant ones, claws can quickly destroy the wrong material.
Yeah.
So anything that has like a loose weave or something like that is easy for a pet, especially to get their nails caught in. And it's probably not going to last you very long.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
I know I have like a Berber, it's very durable for a reason, right?
yeah,
So
you have to kind of, I know anytime I bought flooring, my pets have always had to be a deciding factor, because I'm not going to spend, hundreds or thousands of dollars on flooring for my pet to kind of screw it up.
right, absolutely. Yeah. And I do agree. We don't, it's kind of inhumane to declaw pets, and that's why most veterinarians won't even declaw them once they get to a certain age. You don't even, but keep going. Like, I think like I do have the Berber type carpet for a reason.
Yeah.
That, and it's cheap and it's replaceable. Like if something does get a little too out of hand, I'm not
Because
sitting here.
accidents happen. You know what I mean? That's regardless of what material you have in your home, dogs, cats, any pet are gonna poop, probably pee on your
Yeah.
on the floor.
And you might too someday when you get older,
Right? Or it could happen tomorrow. We don't know. But
I might do it right now. No, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say I already did. No, I'm kidding. Another thing to think about are the fabrics that you have on your pet beds or on your sofas. You want to make sure that whatever fabric is covering those items, that it is wear resistant to cope with, pet nails or pet feet. Flooring, as we said, matters too. Sorry, I'm just skipping around here. You also want to make sure that you choose materials that are gentle on paws. So kind of think about your own feet in a sense. I know that sounds funny, but something, if you wouldn't be comfortable walking barefoot across one of the surfaces in your home, your pet may not be either. And that maybe there's rooms you want your pets to stay out of, and maybe that's where you keep those types of materials, but certainly in the